So Rick, how about how's the road been for you, being out and being in front of the people and meeting all the people in these towns?
One word, wonderful. I have enjoyed every community I have visited. I've enjoyed all the time that I've spent, traveling from town to town. We've been to 271 towns of the 311 that we initially targeted when we started in July. And we have since added 50 towns, what we call unincorporated communities to that list. So now instead of 311, I've got a goal of getting to 361. It's been a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. And I really feel like I am listening and learning a lot by talking to the people of our state. And I really feel like I'm earning the right to represent our state in the United States Senate. And I think that that's important. These elections so often are bought by big money, and I'm earning the right to be able to represent our state in the United States Senate by going town to town and talking to the voters, one vote at a time, one town at a time.
So you're talking to the voters and you're also listening. What are the voters saying to you while you're out with them?
You know, when we get to talking about what's happened to our government, why it's no longer for, of, and by the people, and I talk about why big money has taken it and stolen it right from underneath their nose, there seems to be a lot of head nods in these town hall meetings that I'm hosting. You saw that here today at the Sioux Falls Public Library. We had a great turnout today, and when we got to talking about big money and its influence on our government, on public policy, I don't have a lot of people pushing back. Matter of fact, I don't think I've had anybody push back about big money not being a problem. Everybody seems to agree it's really what's wrong with our system right now. That's why I'm proposing this constitutional amendment as one solution. Obviously, it's a long-term strategy. Got to get elected first, but it'll be the first bill that I introduce. And that will set up a framework for Congress to regulate and determine how money is going to be part of our political system. And I have to tell you, I think even members of Congress have gotten to the point where, 1 hour they're on the floor of the United States Senate talking about some issue, and another hour later they're in a phone bank shaking down big money contributions. Everybody knows it's a problem, and I think there will be an environment to fix that.
Now, how do you embolden the people to have the resistance to, okay, this is the big money, this is what's happening. How can people get involved? How can they realize what is happening in those regards?
Yeah, well, we had, I think we had close to 40, 50 people here this morning as I looked around. This was our 80th town hall meeting, public gathering like this. I think that people have plenty of opportunities if they're interested and know what's at stake to get engaged in our campaign. And I'm really hoping to get a lot of folks writing letters, expressing their opinions to the local papers and news stations, calling in on the talk show programs, getting involved, knocking on doors, stuffing envelopes, sending out emails. I mean, there's a number of ways at the grassroots level to trump the big money. And that's why we have spent the time that we have visiting those 271 towns and holding those 80 public meetings, is to try to create a workforce, if you will, a movement, if you will, that will challenge the big money and against all odds deliver this Senate seat in a way that you have an individual who's gone out and earned it, going town to town, voter to voter, and not by shaking down big money donors and buying your way into the United States Senate.
Well, it seems as if you're going up against the big money that is available for political campaigns, you have to have a group of people involved in that. It can't be just you. It has to be a groundswell of support. And how are you able to build that groundswell of support?
Well, and we're doing it. I mean, it's amazing. I talked to someone today in this meeting, and she just sent me $99 because she knew that she could do more than 9. We've got hundreds of people in South Dakota that have sent $9 online. A lot of our checks now are coming in that's, you know, what it might have been $20 contribution is a $29 contribution, a $59 contribution, a $109 contribution. We've even got contributions for $99.99. And this is all to sort of offset one of my opponent's boasts to raise $9 million. So we say we're the you know, send me $9 to run against the $9 million man. And people are signing up. I think this, you know, part of the fact is when you go into a small town like Lake Norton or Lake Preston or Hill City, you know, and you're there and people know that you're in their town, it says something about you, that you're willing to go out there and really, in all earnest, talk to the voters and listen and learn. And that's what I've been doing. And as a result of that, you know, we are gaining all kinds of momentum. And I think that's all a testament to the grassroots work that we're doing.